How y'all living though, man? We here. We are in here, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have everybody in the building chopping it up with me on the Twitter space. Glad to have y'all in here. Hope everybody had a nice, productive week. Hope everybody has been very prosperous this week. I hope you guys got your tickets to join us at the Hidden History Museum on August 12th, having the comedy vibe and also having a rap battle or rap contest, not necessarily a battle, but a rap contest. So you guys need to come on through for that. That's going to be off the chain. We're going to have a great time up there. Um, a lot of stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of good stuff going on. Let me start getting my recording stuff together. The new deodorant announcement will happen probably tomorrow. We're ready to let folks know what's going on with that and the package that we have going with that. That's a great deal we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. You guys don't want to miss that. So y'all stay tuned. Follow me on all of my social medias to get information on that. And the movie American Maroon, if you don't have that, American Maroon is available right now at American-Maroon.com. It's very important that you get those films like American Maroon and the Hidden Colors films and so many others because they are definitely trying to erase our history, and there's a war on the minds or for the minds of our young people. We're really competing against what they got going on out here. They're working on our young folks, the Silky Hanas and the Sexy Reds and all of that stuff. I want y'all to understand, and not to down anybody for making a dollar, but we better understand warfare when we see it. That type of stuff is warfare. When you turn on the Disney Channel or the Disney app, the stuff that they have on there, that's warfare. It's straight up and down warfare. And we have to understand how desperate and demonic these people are. And we have to start countering that stuff. It's very important that we counter that stuff. It's very, very important because we think, okay, they're so big, there's so much money going into these degenerate entities, we can't do anything about it. That's not true. We can always do something about it. If you can create something, you can uncreate it. You can replace it with something. Anything that's made by man can be replaced by man. Don't ever think that these white supremacists are too big for their britches. We see how that goes down in the recent video of the brother down in Georgia who got that Karen fired. Do you know there's another video of another Ken sitting up here begging this brother to do something about Karen getting fired?
Okay. Well, the other aspect is the lady Tanya, and I may come back, and this is simply an attempt to help one of our member neighbors. She's been fired from her job. She's been told to get her stuff out of the office and skedaddle. If there's anything we can collectively think of doing to post something, this is one request to post to not only her boss but the media that you've accessed, and say something like misunderstanding.
On my broadcast the other day, I played a clip of, and for those who don't know, there's a video of a brother has, he lives in um, a pretty decent area, a lot of white people over there, and he likes to go fishing. And evidently, when he's fishing, the Karens they go over there and harass this brother every time he's fishing. So he films them, puts it on live, has a whole page on it, and it goes viral. And one of the Karens who thought she was slick, her ass ended up getting fired. Well, they threw her up out of there because it went viral, and they were like, "Hey, we don't need that kind of smoke. We don't need no harassing Karen associated with our job. We don't need that energy, because if she does some racist in this job to some of the black folks, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of black people working there, and there's evidence that she is a suspected white supremacist, that company could be liable. So they're like, get her ass the hell up out of here. And the white supremacists, boy, they hate being punished by black folks. They hate when black folks administer some kind of punishment on them. That's the worst. When black folks shut their shit down, y'all don't understand. That's the end of the earth for them. It's like life has no meaning when we shut them down.
To stop posting viral videos on the internet. I don't know social media. I don't participate in any, but I've been told it's gone crazy all around the country. And the end result is the lady that talked to you, that you were filming, she's been fired.
I found that out just today.
Yeah, she's been fired at 8:30 this morning. She's lost her job. She's got a big mortgage on a big house that she solely owns. So we've got to help each other and not post viral videos. Please, I'm asking, please.
They got to go back to the drawing board. That's why it's so important for them to just keep going back to the brother to tell him, hey, brother, we're all one community of a melting pot. Now they're with the melting pot story. They're copping pleas to this brother, and I'm glad he ain't really taking the bait. When we put that heat on him, all of a sudden it's kumbaya, and let's all hold hands and sing Negro spirituals. Now, beforehand, they're putting that brother in danger, going up there, harassing him, calling the police on the brother. It's all about, what are you doing in our neighborhood? Is that vibe? We don't know you. Where do you live? All of that old authoritative Jim Crow bullshit. How long have you been here? What's your address? That type of stuff. That old show me your slave paper nonsense. And the brother stood 10 toes down, and then he said, I'm not giving y'all none of that stuff. In fact, I don't want y'all harassing me. And now it backfired. The Karen got fired. And now they keep going to the brother, cop and please. Listen, brother, I marched with Dr. Martin Luther King in 1965, brother. Oh God. Oh, they get real liberal all of a sudden. Listen, my granddaughter has mixed babies. I have a mixed grandson. There's not a racist bone in my body. Can we just let bygones be bygones? Can you say something to the media, buddy? Can you go out there and tell them that all lives matter, buddy? And the brother's like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, I'm out here minding my business, and y'all out here giving me the smoke. So, hey, it is what it is. I mean, we can all get along, buddy. It doesn't have to be like this. What's the white woman's name? Tanya. The white woman's name is Tanya. Tanya's lost her job. She has a mortgage. She has a she has a poodle, and she has a Yorkie that has diabetes. Yeah, they come singing their sad story. They want us to be so sympathetic. Damn that. No, when y'all start getting the punishment hit on you, you want everybody to drop what they're doing and be sympathetic to you. Hell no. Hell no. No sympathy. Get your ass on somewhere and leave us the hell alone. How about that? Instead of copping all these pleas, leave us alone. But anyway, let's get to the main topic, what I want to talk about. Let's get to the main topic. Obama's chef, this dude who was a chef for Obama and Michelle, the dude is a black guy. He was a chef. I forgot his name, but the brother, man, was out there. Was he in Martha's Vineyard somewhere? Excuse me, guys. He was out there by the president's home, from what I understand. I think he was still, being a chef for them or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, they found that dude dead. They said he drowned in the river out there, or the lake, or wherever that thing is. Let me get the hold on. Let me get the right and exact information, so I'm just not guessing here. Okay, yeah. Obama's personal chef drowns near the family home in Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, so I was correct. So that's their personal chef. They said he was paddle boarding and flipped over and died. He was found in 8 feet of water. Family, that's not that much water. To be honest, how tall was this guy? And I'm reading this. This sounds even more suspicious. Authorities confirmed on Monday that the body of 45-year-old Tafari Campbell was found in 8 feet of water. How in the hell did you drown in 8 feet of water? Okay. Wow. 8 feet of water. That's not that much, guys. You can jump up and get out the water. Hell, I'm 6'4". If I stand on my toes, I can put my head over 8 feet of water damn near. If I jump up a little bit, I mean, damn. Ugh. They said reports of possible drowning. They put possible drowning in quotes. So that sounds familiar. I didn't even see that part of it, but the whole thing sounded familiar. I mean, it sounded suspicious. I'm sorry. It sounds suspicious. So what really went down with this dude? And he was a chef at the White House. Um, what's going on, man? Did this dude see something? I mean, I don't want to put the tinfoil kufi on, but damn. Did this dude see something he wasn't supposed to see? That's kind of odd. That's kind of a freak accident. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm putting the tinfoil kufi on. Did this dude walk in on some bussy action or something? I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. I don't know. What did he see? What was he a part of? Or what was he doing? Let me throw the tinfoil kufi all the way on. What was he doing? What was he really doing? Was he just a chef? What was happening? That just sounds weird. Your chef just goes out in the lake by your house and die. And okay, in 8 feet of water, it's like the Godfather movie. You go fishing and you take Fredo out fishing, and then Fredo don't come back. So yeah, if something looks weird, I'm gonna ask some questions about it. Some conspiracies are actually factual. Like y'all remember on my broadcast the other day, Sunday, I told you guys about the festival in Baltimore. They got like a music festival. That's a big Black American music festival out there that happens every year, from what I understand. And a helicopter came through and unleashed a bunch of damn mosquitoes or some kind of insects on the people. And the people, a lot of them had to leave, and a lot of people were confused. Like, what the hell is this? And the media kind of downplayed it. And they were like, oh, these were not deadly mosquitoes. A lot of people were like, they released a bunch of deadly mosquitoes. And the media was like, oh, those weren't deadly mosquitoes. Yeah, there were bugs released, but they were something else. And this happened in June. And just this week, there's another story coming out of Baltimore just this week. And Arundel County, there's detections of the West Nile virus in the mosquitoes out there. They just announced this yesterday. The West Nile virus detected in the Baltimore County. So now people were right. There were disease mosquitoes released out there. Now they're talking about mosquitoes got the West Nile virus in Baltimore. So sometimes when you put the tinfoil kufi on, we're just not whistling Dixie. We got to understand with these white supremacists, you can't trust them. You just can't trust them. So anything funny style happens, look at them, say, hey, what are you doing? Because most likely they're doing something slick. That's what they do. Most likely they're doing something they're not supposed to do. So we should question all of that stuff. There's nothing wrong with questioning it. The problem is we don't question stuff enough. We got to have more of a damn distrust. We don't have enough distrust. That's why we get caught up in the game. We got to start distrusting more of the stuff we see from the dominant society because they do have a history of doing slick stuff. Y'all really go watch that show, They Clone Tyrone. I'm surprised they even got that on Netflix. There's so much deep stuff in there, but I think the writer wrote things in such a satirical way. He slipped in messages that we're supposed to catch. I think he did it very covertly in a very clever way. The messages and the subliminals that that brother put in that movie, I'm like, wow, I'm surprised Netflix really went through with this. There's some heavy stuff in that film. Y'all go check that out. I did a review of that yesterday or Sunday on my broadcast. That's a heavy film, about them cloning black folks, but cloning certain black folks. They were cloning dusty niggas and hood rats to destabilize the hood. It's a real heavy thing. And the whole thing, it took place, they never said Atlanta, but it looked like Atlanta. The whole vibe was an Atlanta vibe there. And they had all of these secret layers that goes into these government buildings below the ground. They had them in all the dusty nigga spots. They had these elevators that would go to these science labs in liquor stores. They had them in strip clubs. They had them in trap houses. It was a real interesting dynamic. In chicken spots, and they were showing black folks eating chicken and freaking out after they eat chicken. And the allegories there. Understand, Atlanta, and this whole thing was about really certain parts of Atlanta. It was a whole Atlanta vibe. You know, in Atlanta, they got the CDC down there. So fiction ain't too far from fact. They got the CDC down there. You know, they do a bunch of weird stuff over there. The CDC has a long track record of weird experiments that they've been doing for decades. So a lot of stuff is not as far fetched as we think they are. It's real heavy stuff. Did y'all see? Shout out, what's up, Sir Major? Shout out to our brother, Sir Major. Um, Sir Major, you put up a video earlier of this tether woman. Um, the our sister Jess Hilarious, the comedian, was kind of defending women from a lot of these trans activists who are really going out here to denigrate women. A lot of these dudes who put on wigs go out here and say, "Oh, y'all ain't no real women. Y'all can't gatekeep womanhood." There's this real volatile disposition towards biological women from these guys. It's really hate driven, and it's really designed to destabilize the black community. We again, that movie, They Clone Tyrone, it talked about how certain things are put in by white scientists in black society to destabilize black society, which is the truth. When you see billions of dollars being put in certain things from the white society that's targeting black society, notice it's always something that's going to destabilize us. Always, without any exception. And a lot of these dudes out here putting on wigs talking about y'all ain't no real women or y'all ain't got no monopoly on real women. There's a reason why they get gazillion dollar budgets. They know, the dominant society, that that is to destabilize us. There's a reason why I made the movie Buck Breaking. I was trying to warn people about this stuff for a long time, and we're going to be doing a Buck Breaking too. There's a few documentaries that I got to knock out. I got to do the hip hop documentary. I got to do Buck Breaking 2. I'm going to do a documentary on foundational Black American hoodoo as well. because a lot of us don't know that part of history, which is a very pivotal part of our history that's been deliberately erased. How many of y'all know about that foundational Black American hoodoo and root work and conjure? That's another part of the game that's been hidden. That's a primarily foundational Black American driven culture that's been really swept underground by the dominant society. That's something that we got to tap back into as far as that knowledge. I'm going to break some stuff down. I've been promising people I'm going to talk about that and break a lot of that stuff down. I'm going to do that this week, possibly tomorrow. But we have to know that part about history too, because that's a missing piece that we got a lot of empowerment from that's been deliberately erased and taken out of our culture. We got to tap back into that. We got a hell of a culture. But going back to my brother Sir Major, he posted a video um, of this tether getting mad at Jess Hilarious. And this woman, she's supposed to be a lawyer, and she's a Nigerian slash Barbados chick. And she's one of these people that your rhetoric only works if we kind of rock with you. You understand? If we ain't fucking with you, your rhetoric is empty, and the white supremacists understand that. They know it's ineffective. You're basically persona non grata. We look at you as an enemy, so you are just coming around acting hostile. We see you as an enemy, and what happens is that gets us more codified with each other, which strengthens us. So it works against you and the white supremacists you're trying to impress. That's why when the white supremacists have a coon that has no legitimacy anymore. For example, I give you a great example. Omarosa. Now, Omarosa, she ain't good with white society. And she was kind of cool with black society when she was checking the white folks, but then she started doing all that ass kissing when she got around Trump, and she started all that what about black on black crime, and Omarosa has a tether background herself, so she fell out. Black society was like, okay, you're a coon mammy, okay, so you have zero stock with us. We delegitimized her. So when the Trump people threw her ass out the White House, literally, I mean, they locked the doors on her ass. They had to change the locks when they got rid of her because they understood she can't come around us no more. They can't use her to come around us and bring any kind of narratives because we immediately check her at the door. Anything she says, we ain't going for it. She has zero legitimacy. So then they were like, hell, this nigga is useless. So they got rid of her. And then she tried to slither back to black society. Hey, big head. Remember, I was just being the spook who sat behind the door. I was running a finesse on them white people. She tried to play that angle. We were like, nah, we ain't buying it, baby. Nah, we ain't buying that. That was some genuine cooning you were doing. You weren't trying to be the covert spook who sat behind the door. They kick you out of that White House with you kicking and screaming. They changed the locks and put bolts on the windows so your ass can get back in. You were dying to get back in. You see, that's the price of cooning and trying to get with white society against us. When they turn on your ass, you ain't got nowhere to go. So when y'all do all that, yeah, what y'all gonna do? We showing you what we gonna do. You got no legitimacy. And then what happens when a lot of y'all sit up here trying to denigrate us and talk slick about foundational Black Americans? I'm talking about the tether class. Y'all saying little slick stuff. You and your families. Y'all cockeying and kikiing around white folks, thinking that you got a safe space with them and you can throw shots at us. And we're like, okay, we got you. And then what happens is one of these white supremacist women or men, but in one case, a woman stabs you up. Then your family's running around here trying to get sympathy from white society that they don't get. And then y'all come running among us trying to get us to fight for you. Hey, nigga, you remember when I called you a kata? I just playing, nigga. You're not a kata. You're my brother. Can you help us? Can you help tweet my GoFundMe for my brother? No, no, Mbutu. No, I'm an Akata. I'm a lazy Akata, my nigga. I don't know how to tweet. What you talking about? Yeah. You see, that's the danger of all of that performative tether cooning. When these folks turn on your ass, y'all want to lurk and run back to us. Just like some of the Caribbeans. They were doing the same, all of that. Yeah, I said to you niggas, I'm over here now, nigga. I'm a citizen now, nigga. What are you going to do? You can't do nothing, nigga. I got a job. I got Uber. I got Postmates, nigga. You can't do nothing. Okay, all right. And then when your cousin tried to come over here and they started whooping his ass at the border on a horse, you're like, hey, nigga, do you see this? No, nigga, I'm legally blind. I don't see nothing. What? Your cousin got whipped? What? Oh, damn. That's crazy. Anyway, how much is your Uber to take me downtown to get me a chicken salad, nigga? You see, when we're indifferent to your ass, then you feel that heat. Yeah, yeah. When we get indifferent, y'all come over here and these white supremacists flip on your ass. We're the first ones y'all want to call. And then when we say, no, hold your own nuts, that's how we will let you know that's what we do. Yeah, don't talk big and bold, and then your cousin get caught over in the Ukraine and they're beating their ass overseas, and you can't even go to your home country. You go to your home country, the phones are disconnected, and the minute y'all get hemmed up somewhere, y'all call in foundational Black Americans. Every time, y'all remember when the thing went down in the Ukraine? Yeah, none of them can go back to them African countries. They were all on CNN. Hello, help us, Beyonce, help us. Montel Williams, I need one of you FBA niggas. Help us. Little Bow Wow, one of you niggas help us. Y'all were calling every FBA y'all could think of. Just random FBAs. Gladys Knight, help us. Please get us out of the Ukraine. Take us on the midnight train to Georgia. Y'all didn't know who to call except us. Y'all called every foundational Black American y'all could. And we were like, hold your own nuts, my nigga. Don't call us now. We're Carters, remember? Yeah.